Today's topic? Let's start with the conclusion. Both of them are pit stop strategies. An undercut means the car behind pits earlier. An overcut means the car behind stays out longer and pits later. The core idea is the same. You use lap time advantage, created either by pitting earlier or later, to make up the gap to the car ahead. In Formula One, many factors affect lap time: car performance, driver skill, weather conditions, even the driver's mental state. But if we exclude the driver and the car itself, the two biggest variables are tires and fuel load. That's exactly why teams often build their undercut and overcut strategies around these two factors. Let's talk about the undercut first. In every race, all cars use Pirelli slick tires. Each weekend, the tire compounds are fixed: soft, medium, and hard, with different levels of hardness. Under ideal conditions, a newer tire, meaning fewer laps on it, provides better grip and allows the driver to produce faster lap times. But there is a key condition: the tire must be inside its working window, its optimal temperature range. A newer tire does not automatically mean a faster lap. If the tire is too cold, grip is poor. That's why teams use tire blankets before the race, and why we have warm-up laps, all to bring the tire up to temperature as quickly as possible. In the F1 movie this year, Sonny Hayes uses a special tactic in his first race to prevent tire temperature loss. It's based on exactly this principle. Now, let's bring this into a race scenario. Imagine the car ahead of you is Max Verstappen. If you're within 1 second, you might try to attack using DRS and fight him directly on track. But if you're more than 1 second behind, overtaking becomes extremely difficult. You suffer from dirty air, tire wear increases, and your pace gradually drops. So what's the better solution? The answer is tires. By switching to fresher tires earlier, you create a lap time advantage. Even someone as strong as Verstappen cannot fully compensate for tire performance purely with driving skill. Here's a simple example. Let's say you're 2 seconds behind Verstappen. You decide to pit first. Your pit stop takes 25 seconds and you rejoin the track 27 seconds behind him. But now you're on fresh tires while Verstappen stays on old tires. You're 1 second per lap faster. After 3 laps, Verstappen finally pits. At that moment, you're only 24 seconds behind. If Verstappen's pit stop also takes 25 seconds, then theoretically, when he exits the pit lane, you will be 1 second ahead. That's an undercut, using earlier pit timing and fresh tires to overturn the gap. You might ask, once Verstappen also gets new tires, won't he just catch you again? It's possible, but not easy. Your tires are only 3 laps older than his. At that point, it becomes mostly a pure driving battle. But regardless of what happens next, you've already erased the original 2-second deficit. A successful undercut is extremely difficult. First, the pit stop must be flawless. Any delay ruins the strategy. Second, the new tires must reach their working temperature quickly to unlock the lap time gain. Third, the opponent can immediately respond by pitting the very next lap. This often leaves you only 1 or 2 laps to exploit the tire advantage. For example, earlier this season in Abu Dhabi, Ferrari attempted an undercut on Norris, but McLaren reacted immediately by pitting as well, neutralizing the move. There's also the risk of the opponent choosing to go long, meaning they stay out longer because their tire condition is still good. Even if you overtake them after your undercut, you may later be stuck on much older tires while they attack you with fresher or softer rubber, essentially performing a counter undercut. And if a safety car appears right after you pit, your race is basically compromised. That's why undercuts require massive real-time simulations behind the scenes. It's not just numbers, it's decision-making under uncertainty. Let's look at a classic example. In the 2021 French Grand Prix, Mercedes first pitted Bottas, who was running third, trying to undercut Verstappen in second place. Verstappen immediately responded by pitting the next lap and defended his position with strong in-lap and out-lap performance. Then, the roles reversed. Red Bull attempted to undercut race leader Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton had more than a 3-second advantage over Verstappen. Based on simulation data, Mercedes decided not to pit Hamilton immediately, giving Verstappen an extra lap to push. Even when Hamilton pitted on the following lap, his race engineer told him the model predicted Verstappen would rejoin 1.5 seconds behind. But, in reality, Verstappen overtook Hamilton at the very first corner after pit exit and took the lead. Mercedes' simulation failed to account for Verstappen's exceptional pace on fresh hard tires. He gained 0.6 seconds on one lap and 1.8 seconds on the next. What was supposed to be defensive strategy for Verstappen turned into a perfect undercut attack. This shows that even with the most advanced data systems, undercutting is still a human battle under uncertainty. It's not pure math, it's closer to probability and risk management. Now let's talk about the overcut. We mentioned earlier that besides tires, the other major factor affecting lap time is fuel load. There's an old saying in motorsport, losing 1 kilogram is better than gaining 10 horsepower. In Formula One, Even small weight changes significantly impact lap time. In the refueling era, cars that stayed out longer had lower fuel load and could run faster laps, while the cars that had just refueled were heavy. That allowed the trailing car to pit later and gain time. This was the classic overcut. Today, refueling is no longer allowed, but overcuts still exist. When track temperature is low and new tires struggle to reach operating temperature, when the trailing car's tires are still in excellent condition, when the leading car pits and leaves clean air behind, allowing the chasing car to push harder without dirty air. These are all situations where an overcut can work. So, to summarize, an undercut means the car behind pits earlier, an overcut means the car behind pits later. Both strategies aim to use performance differences to overcome position gaps. That's today's lesson. Class dismissed.